TV.
Good morning and welcome to the What's Up London show. I'm your host, Jennifer Slay. Before we get started, I especially would like to recognize and acknowledge my ancestors that came before me on this eve of Black History Month, allowing me the privilege to live in a safe environment and be at peace. I also want to express my appreciation and recognition of the privilege I have to live on Indigenous lands here in Southwestern Ontario, specifically the Anishinaabe, Haudenosaunee, the Nipawak, and Ottawandarin peoples. Today's show is diverse and fun. We have returning guests and new guests from educators, representatives of the arts, and community activists. Our first guest is described as a brilliant educator and researcher with over 15 years of practical experience in mental health education, promotion, and programming. Yvonne is here today as the Black Community Liaison Advisor with the City of London. Her call out to all of us is to be bold and be the lead. Let's meet her. Hello, Yvonne. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Jennifer. It's a pleasure to meet you this morning.
You as well. So, Yvonne, you are newly appointed in your role. It's a new role with the city. Can you tell us a little bit about what that is?
Yes, so I'm the Black Community Liaison Advisor for the City of London. And my role is actually double-faced, I would say. It's both internally focused and externally focused. So internally, I'm expected to help with key things like recruitment, like bring the anti-racism, anti-oppression lens to the work that is done within the city, because we want the city to be a leader in how we create safe and supportive environments for racialized individuals. Sometimes people think that diversity hiring is all of it, but you can hire people from diverse backgrounds, but if you don't give them the comfortable environment for them to be able to really apply their skills, then you are not doing much for them. So in my role, I'm supposed to support cities. I would say all of these initiatives, together with my group, who are also specialized in different areas, like we have the Indigenous Community Liaison Advisor, the Accessibility Advisor, and so on and so forth. So in my role, I am more focused on strengthening the relationship between the Black community and the city, right? So we know the years of discrimination, the years of oppression, and the distrust that has developed because of some of these experiences, So my role is to help build that trust again and ensure that now Black people can also realize and feel that they belong, that there is a space for them in the city and outside of the city. When I say the city, I mean in the organization and outside of the organization. They are key contributors in the society as well, and therefore have every cause to benefit from the gains of the society too. So in a nutshell, that is how I would describe my external role with community. And internally, I'm supposed to support all these initiatives, bringing anti-racism and anti-oppression to the work that is done in the city.
So you have just a small role, just a tiny role. I'm being funny. It's big. It's huge. And I know that the mayor, I was at the mayor's breakfast this morning, and he was talking about the importance of anti-racism and the different initiatives that the city's doing. So glad that you're in this role. Can you share with us what some of your goals moving forward for 2022 are?
Okay, so in terms of my goals, I'm really looking to know my people. I always say my people because I really feel a sense of belonging, knowing I have people who look like me and who have gone through my own experiences. And it's such a joy anytime I go into a space and I see Black faces, no matter the cultural diversity, no matter where they are coming from. They could be Jamaican, they could be Trinidadian, they could be West African, person, and it's such a joy to know that there are so many people around you. And I would really love an opportunity to get to know the different groups within my community, the Black community. Sometimes people will say, oh, the Black community, as if we are all coming from the same historical place or the same experience. But the thing is that experiences differ. And like I always say, you may be an expert in something, but you can't be an expert in my social experience. Okay, so it's good for me to connect with people who look like me but come from different cultural backgrounds to really understand who they are and why they perceive things the way they perceive. Then when I can understand things that way, I can begin to represent them better. Because I can't claim expertise over their experience. I know we share common experiences, but I would love to know them more. So my real goal right now is to get to know my community and get to know my community well and build relationships, because relationships are everything. I always say it's a currency that can buy you things that your knowledge cannot buy you. So I'm really looking to building these relationships and strengthening them. Aside from all the internally focused things I'll be doing, like building anti-racism lens, like leading projects and initiatives to support the community, the key thing for me externally is to build that relationship with my community.
Well, thank you, Yvonne, again for being on the show. And we'll make sure to get this out there so that the community can contact you and you can build those relationships.
Thank you so much, Jennifer. It's been a pleasure to meet you and to be on the show.
Take care.
Welcome. Bye.
This program is brought to you by the following sponsors.
Your happy place. Easy 1013, the perfect music mix.
Carbon monoxide is a deadly gas you can't see, smell, or taste.
Homes with fuel-burning appliances and/or attached garages must have working CO alarms installed outside all sleeping areas.
Don't let the silent killer get you. Install working CO alarms today.
After a night out with your friends, there's always options for getting home safely. You could call your BFF, your mom or dad, whoever you can count on for a safe ride home. You could call your favorite cab company or 1-888 taxi guy. Or you could use the Arrive Alive smartphone app to help you choose your ride. Be it a friend, transit, or taxi, getting home safely is app easy. Now available for iOS and Android devices. Visit arrivealive.org to find out more. Arrive Alive. Drive sober.
For more information about the vaccine and eligibility, visit healthunit.com. To book an appointment, call the number on your screen or book online at covidvaccinelm.ca.
You're watching Rogers TV, London.
Welcome back. For over 20 years, the London Black History Coordinating Committee has been educating, supporting, and entertaining Londoners about Black history throughout the month of February, the official month to commemorate the achievements and recognize the history Black people have contributed to the world. Let's hear what's going on for February 2022. Good morning and welcome to the show.
Hi, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi. So, Carl, you are the chair of the London Black History Coordinating Committee. Can you tell our audience exactly what that committee does?
Well, this is our 20th year of being around London. And what we do is we coordinate events and we help other organizations to promote their events about Black History Month. Our aim is to engage the community and educate the community. Simple as that. And we're excited that we have a lot of programming this year. Excited about the program.
That's wonderful. 20 years. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. So Lana, you are doing some family programming, is that correct?
Yes, we are. So the Family Celebration Series, it's also called the Children's Celebration Series. It's a free virtual event that will run every Monday evening in February. So from 6:30 to 7 p.m., families can tune in on Zoom to view a showcase of song and dance and storytelling and the spoken word and different things by different artists.
That is wonderful. And so will there be some interaction, or are they watching? How's that going to go?
So they'll be pretty much watching. I mean, the chat features and everything will be engaged. So this program is spearheaded by the London Public Library in conjunction with a few community partners like the London Police and the Children's Museum and a few private stakeholders. And our goal really is to just showcase Black culture, and we have a lot of young performers to families in the community to, inspire curiosity or spark conversation and, just to break down any barriers that might exist. Yeah.
That's wonderful. It's so good for
enlightening viewing. Yeah.
Yes. It's so good for our kids to be able to see their representatives on the screen so that they can aspire to do the same. And Silence, you're in charge of the closing gala, is that correct?
Yes, it's going to be a great afternoon of to be entertained, stimulated, and inspired. We have award-winning musician Mark Smith. We have saxophonist Charles Innes. We have lots of storytellers. King Craft, who does hip-hop fusion, will be there as well. We have Don Adwa, who's a very soulful melodious singer. So it's going to be a great lineup. Definitely something not to be missed. Tickets are $15. It's going to be virtual, as this is our second year doing virtual. And like I said, it's something not to be missed.
Yes, last year it was a wonderful event. I was wondering how it was going to go, like virtual. How's that going to happen? But your team did an amazing job. So there's, over the years, 20 years, there have been a lot of different partnerships that have supported this event, the London Public Library being one. Carl, what other partnerships have there been?
We've had London Cross Cultural Learner Center. They have been with us from the very beginning. They act as our sort of administrators. So if you donate money to us, it goes through them. They've been great supporter, and they've had staff involved in the committee. Museum London has been also there from the very beginning. They've been a great supporter. And for the last number of years, we've also had, number of the French Catholic school and French organizations involved. So we've tried to make our event bilingual, and we've had a lot of support from the French community. So we're excited about the event this year, and we have even more partners and supporters this year.
Perfect. Again, thank you for being on the show, and good luck with all of the events.
Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you.
This program is brought to you by the following sponsors.
Huron Flooring offers a vast selection of pre-finished hardwood floors in a variety of colors, textures, widths, and finishes. We also provide resanding and refinishing of your existing flooring and stairs. Visit us at Huron Flooring, 782 York Street in London.
Night's action on Rogers TV.
Hi everyone, my name's Ranger M. I love to knowledge share, and that's just what I'm going to do with you. So come on, let's go learn with Ranger M.
It was my daughter's birthday. She was blowing out the candles on her cake when we heard coming from the TV. So we stopped and listened, and it helped us get to safety. That's why when I think of my daughter's birthday, because now she gets to keep having them.
You're watching Rogers TV.
Welcome back. Are you a songwriter? Do you want a platform to showcase your talent? Our next guest is no stranger to What's Up London. Bryan is the executive and artistic director at the Aeolian Hall, and he is here to tell us about a songwriting contest to support local songwriters. Hello, Clark, and welcome back to the show.
Thank you so much, Jennifer. It's great to be here.
So there are two things to talk about today. Okay, one of them is this amazing songwriting contest, and the other is to celebrate the designation, and let me make sure I get it right. London has been designated the United Nations Educational and Scientific and Cultural Organization within the city of London, like
City of Music. Yeah.
City of Music.
Yeah, that's the last part. It's best to say UNESCO City of Music. It's much quicker and much easier.
Oh my goodness, but that's amazing. That's wonderful for our city.
It's wonderful for our city. And, you know, we've always known that there's so much going on here, but to be able to have that juried and be the first city in Canada to have this designation is really quite an accomplishment. Yeah, you know, you think there's Toronto, there's Montreal, there's Vancouver, and you go on and on and on, but London's the first.
Nice. And so what exactly does that mean for us?
Well, I think it really means that, first of all, we have a lot going on. And, you know, that's one thing that I always feel Londoners need to learn more about, and we need to do a better job teaching them, you know, as a city. So, you know, we have these amazing education programs for music, for example, and we have, and arts in general. And then we have all of these presenting organizations. We have our Faculty of Music, of course. We have our MIA program at Fanshawe and the OER program, and it goes on and on. There's so much going on here in terms of musical tapestry, wonderful artists. And, you know, it's amazing if we just did a long list of the number of famous people that have come out of this city that have world-class recognition. We have a lot to be proud of here.
Oh, amazing.
So I guess that's the first part. Yeah.
So that's the first part, yes. And so just kind of segments right into, there's a songwriting contest.
Yeah. So then it becomes, you know, what can we do to strengthen and continue to build this community, this arts community, and particularly music. So we decided to launch a songwriting contest at the Aeolian. You know, it's a time of struggle the last 2 years. I don't have to convince you probably of that, and especially for the arts and many other sectors, but the arts have been really hard hit. And as much as we are in a survival game, like all arts organizations right now, we wanted to be able to do something really positive, to create a positive story for our community with a vision, right? So we have a lot of great songwriters here, and this is a chance to really invest in them and celebrate them, and we're very, very excited about that. I think we had the idea on a Monday and launched on a Friday, and managed to get a couple of corporate sponsors. We're so happy with that. You know, McFarland Rowan's insurance broker and DNS Pianos, who have always been there to help the Aeolian, are people who have that vision, right? They see the need, first of all, to give us positivity right now, and also to invest in the arts. So off we go, and we've had a lot of submissions already. So that's the most exciting thing. Yeah.
So
people I've never heard of. So anyone within the geography of London, Ontario, you have to be a resident of London, Ontario. As much as it would have been great to go regional or national, we really wanted to celebrate our own and support our own right now during this time. It is a real, like, I have done interviews with artists from Los Angeles to New York and across Canada, and the stories are heart-wrenching, you know, in terms of how people have been doing. Some have pivoted well, some are resilient, but most have really, you know, questioned what the future is going to look like. So, so we're investing in London, and it is every genre. So it can be classical, it can be pop, it can be jazz, folk, you name it. So, and we have some really fantastic judges. I'm not sharing their names at this point because of biases, but homegrown, right? But have gone on to big songwriting careers. One's in LA, for example. So we're really excited that we can offer that too. We didn't want to do a popularity contest, we wanted people to be judged based on the merits of their actual songwriting.
So the songwriters can go to the website and find the application.
Exactly, aeolianhall.ca, and all the information about the contest, it has to be written during the time of the contest, which is up to March 31st now. And we'll be announcing the winners during Canada Music Week, which is April 19th to the 23rd. I cheated there. And we don't know exactly the day. It depends on when the judges are finished their jurying, but we thought that would be a great time to do it.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for being on the show again. And thank you for sharing this amazing opportunity for our songwriters.
You're welcome. And just remember, there's $25,000 worth of prizes here, including recordings and, mentoring with the industry. So there's a lot there for the artists to get engaged and to win. So I'm excited about that.
Oh boy. Okay, songwriters, get your submissions in.
That's right. Yeah.
Thank you, Clark.
Thank you so much, Jennifer. Great to see you.
Night's action on Rogers TV.
Hey everyone, this is Aaron and Dave from the 37th Frank Youth Center, here today to talk to you about the second annual Coldest Night of the Year walk here in Strathroy on February 26th.
Last year, the money raised from Coldest Night of the Year went to so many good programs. We fed youth, we clothed youth, we got them connected to help that they need, and we gave over 1,200 meals to people in our community.
We surpassed our goal last year. Help us this year to reach our goal of $40,000.
Coldest Night of the Year isn't just about raising funds, it's also about raising awareness for poverty, homelessness, and hunger in our community.
Unfortunately, due to COVID restrictions, it's Walk Your Way this year. However, please share your videos and photos on our Strathroy CNOY Facebook group.
Please go to cnoy.org /Strathroy if you want to join a team, start a team, or if you just want to donate.
October 5th, 2014, my daughter was hit by a train. She was walking along the sides of the tracks, and it shattered her world.
Welcome back. Being the host of this show allows me the opportunity to meet some amazing people. And our next guest is just one of those amazing people I have the privilege of interviewing. He is a recording artist and just released a new single and video called Falling Deeper. Please welcome Nano Talbros. Hello, welcome, Nano. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Jen. Thank you so much for having me.
No problem. So I had the intense pleasure of going to YouTube and checking out your stuff. You're obviously very talented. How long have you been doing music?
Thank you so much. So I've been doing music since, I started singing at about the age of 5. So from there, I actually was able to join the school choir when I was 8. It was I think it was grade 4, and you were allowed to join. And I remember it was really funny because my friends wanted to join with me just because I persuaded them to join the choir. I didn't want to be the only guy in there. And then they all ended up quitting after the first week. And I was I want to stay. So I stayed there. I had no friends in the choir yet, but I was just I knew I loved it. And from there, I knew it's something I wanted to do for the rest of my life.
Oh, it was a passion, became a passion. Yes. Yeah. And so where do you want to go with your music?
Honestly, I would like to be selling out stadiums and just being able to have an audience screaming my music back to me. And that's always been the main dream. It's just your own lyrics being, what you're just writing in your bedroom turns into a whole stadium singing it. It's so crazy to think of. Yeah.
And so you write your own music?
Yeah. So I've been writing since probably the age of like 12 or 13, I wrote my first song. It was called Number One. I never like sang it to anybody before, but I just remember, it's honestly like an outlet for me to express my feelings in a way that like, I'm not really good about talking, like I'm not good at talking about my feelings too much. I'm more so someone that likes to write them down, like have more time to actually like put out my thoughts. So it's just like another way for me to really express my emotion to the next level.
Wow, that's wonderful. And you you recently released a song.
Yeah, so
right?
Exactly. Yeah, I did. I released a song called Falling Deeper in October. And honestly, it's one of my favorite songs so far. It's more of like the lo-fi pop type of vibe, and it's different for me, but I really like the change up in style, because my last couple songs were more like heartfelt and like about a breakup or something like that. But for Falling Deeper, it was much more about just the initial connection that you feel with someone and just the excitement and not wanting to come off too desperate with them. It was just like a cute, like kind of like love song, but also kind of like the cool side of the cute love song. Yeah.
Wonderful. Wonderful. So you just released that song, and now do you have any upcoming projects?
Yeah, so I've been working on an EP actually that I'm looking to release hopefully by the end of this year. If like that's the plan, but we're thinking maybe like around 6 songs. There's a few in the works right now that I'm really loving so far. I'm working with a new producer, and I really enjoy it so far. But yeah, I'm really excited to show everyone what I've been working on.
Oh, that's exciting. Well, we're excited to hear. And so what's the genre of music that you're into?
Yeah, so I like to do a variety of things, to be honest. Like I like to kind of like a hybrid of genres. I would say easiest to say is like indie pop, just because it's usually within the pop range, but I like to add my own twist in there as well.
Mm-hmm. As an artist, you probably don't like to be put into a box. So.
Yeah. Pretty much, I love to do like acoustic singer-songwriter stuff. Like I love doing that. I love doing like sometimes like a pop song if we're gonna do a little more like fun, or like just like a ballad that's like really sad that could be like more soul maybe. Like I love to like throw in like different things in there and just keep people on their toes.
Well, thank you so much for being on the show, Nano, and I wish you so much success in your career.
Thank you so much for having me, Jen. I really, really appreciate it.
That's a wrap. Thank you for tuning in, and please visit our guests' social media by liking and sharing with their networks. And reach out to them, show them some support. Enjoy Black History Month and support our local artists. With that, we're going to leave you with Nano's latest release, Falling.
Call the Rogers TV viewer response line, email us, or connect with us on social media.
Hi, I'm Dan Mailer. I'm the host of London Lights, the show where we talk about notable Londoners who have made a big mark, big impact on the world of music, entertainment, sports, politics. Today our guest is Jonathan Hollow, Yuri Poole of the McCartney years, the one and only Jim Chapman, Peter Brennan of Jeans and Classics fame. London Lights, Thursday at 8:30.
You know why. Operation Smile, alongside our medical volunteers, provides safe,